was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player. He showed last year he belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Miller's checked in. Dawson's checked in for the Clippers. Rivers comes in for Wilcox.
And for Muhammad, it's weird that so many fans had given up on a player just after his rookie season. I mean, he's vindicated anyone who stuck with him after his slow rookie start.
Rejected by Payne. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Prigioni. Fires the three. Good. Prigioni's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Clippers.
And for Muhammad, a lot of it had to do with the hype he got in college, coupled with his age situation. So when he struggled, people were too quick to write him off. But he has showed he can ball.
Stevenson dishes to Rivers. Back to Stevenson.
Well, with Steve Kerr and Jason Kidd both coming with no coaching experience over the last few seasons and also having success, I don't know, guys. Maybe we should throw our hat in the ring, but pretty impressive stuff.
That's not for me to do. I've already determined I don't want to coach for a paycheck, even if it is a big one.
Miller, the pass to Garnett. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. 18 points for Kevin Garnett. And here's Rivers. Down low, puts up the baby hook. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here. You know, you look at the coaching success for both Jason Kidd and Steve Kerr, both with long playing careers, championship experience on their resumes. Steve, in fact, Clark even had some time in the front office with Phoenix.
And don't forget about his broadcasting career either, Kevin. I mean, I think in both cases, though, you look at these two guys, they were able to come in and have immediate credibility with their teams and their playing experience, part of their preparation for being coaches.
Bjelica, he's checked in for Minnesota. On the wing, Miller. Lets it fly from 18. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Prigioni kicks to Aldridge. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Garnett's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
Miller dishes to Garnett. And he can't bank that one in. Stevenson drives in and stolen by Miller. To the middle. Here's Payne on the money from 12 feet away. Payne's got 4 points now in the quarter. And with Iron Man streaks, it isn't just injury that can get you. It's scheduled days off and getting suspended games, too.
Yeah, just for reference, last season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was a leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
Miller kicks to Payne. And stolen by Miller. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Bjelica with the bucket.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Stevenson passes to Dawson. He's looking for Rivers and finds him. Count that one.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
Here's Garnett. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. And that's now 20 points for Garnett. And for the Clippers, they're shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Here's Brigioni, covered by Miller. Here's Aldrich, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Talk about a terrific game for Cole Aldrich. 8 rebounds, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
The hack-a-shack or the hack-a-Jordan or the hack-a-whatever being a focus of the playoffs last season. We saw it up close and personal. It opened up a debate, Greg, on whether or not it should be allowed. What do you think?
You know, it's a touchy subject. I remember last summer, or spring, I should say, the commissioner touched upon it. You know, one of the concerns is, do you want to change a rule for an entire league when it basically affects 2 players? And so it's something that you got to be sensitive to. But to your point, the fans don't want to see that ugly style of basketball.
It's boring. It slows the game down. Austin Rivers traded to the Clippers last year. A change of scenery did him well, and he was comfortable coming off the bench.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, he seemed to get steady playing time, and that's what he needed most. And also, he wasn't defined by a position. They were able to find a niche role for him to play in.
Levine's checked in for Andre Miller. Rivers hits both of them.
And, you know, the role for Rivers last season was that of a bench scorer. I mean, not sure if he'll ever be a starter, but he can be a part of a winning basketball team with his skill set.
And he hits the bucket.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Out to Smith. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. A 3 from Stevenson. Muhammad grabs the board.
And with the trade last season, Rivers became the first son ever to play for his father. His dad, of course, being Doc Rivers.
The 19-foot shot. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Minnesota.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Martin. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Levine's got 34 points.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Now here's Rivers. Screen by Smith. Rivers with it. Goes back up. The shot no good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Just an amazing impact he had in this game. After not even being in the starting lineup, he's an other Ernie, and the crowd was loving it. They really enjoyed his style of play. he's going to continue to create more and more new fans for himself. I'm sure of that.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.